everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Offline. Today guys, we have a new video about Summoner's Wars. Today we're gonna have a look at the team to Second Awaken, the Vagabonds. Obviously it depends what element of the Vagabond you are Second Awakening. You're probably not gonna be able to use the same team as I'm using, but I'm gonna give you a few options to replace the unit that you're gonna be missing if you're Second Awakening another Vagabond element. I'm going to show you the runes as well at the end. I'm going to mention some other units that you could use instead. I'm going to show you the runes if I haven't built. I will try to keep this as free to play as possible, but I will mention a few nat 5s as well. So if you have nat 5, sometimes it's even easier or faster to clear the dungeons. It's not like you need to be super fast to clear the 2A dungeons, because you don't get unlimited energy. So you don't really need it. I feel like for 2A dungeons it's better to have safe team than fast teams, but if you can get both, you know, it's even better. Guys, before we get into that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It is free and support the channel a whole lot, guys, so if you can, please hit the sub button. It really helps. Now I'm gonna show you the team. It honestly is not different from the Mystic Witch team, because the rules are the same. You need to use different element units, so the team is gonna be the same. The dungeon is a little bit harder. I'm gonna mention also another thing about the level 4. Oh boy, about level 4. I'm gonna mention something about level 4. Also, yes, the team is the same as the Mystic Witch team, but maybe somebody that was looking for a Vagabond team didn't look for the Mystic Witch team, so they wouldn't have seen the other video anyway. So I made this video. As I said, I want to mention level 4 is probably the hardest for me, at least, that I'm using Vertihill. If you're using Vertihill, if you're gonna use the same team, it's probably a little bit harder, because the water crystals, yeah, they defense break, they do decent damage. Vertihill is close to die, please don't die. But the water one, actually, they freeze. They freeze AoE. Oh, we lost Vertihill. Are we gonna be able to clear it anyway? We'll see this. But I've done a few runs. I've done over 10 runs, and I didn't have a problem to this. But yeah, as I said, the water crystals actually freeze. It's gonna be hard. Also, Vertihill is gonna glance. So maybe if you're actually having trouble with level 4 before you get even to level 5, maybe manually kill the crystals first, because if they keep on freezing you, it might be bad. So make sure you know that. But this team is gonna work most of the times, because as you see, like as you know, Vertihill is gonna increase attack bar every time he gets a turn, 40% attack bar. Vigor is gonna have the heal, the anti-crit, the defense break, the heal block. Heal block, it doesn't matter because they don't really heal, but it does good damage as well. Lauren, obviously, the slow, the defense break every single time she moves, if you have good accuracy on her, and decrease attack bar. So that's really important. We're gonna see if we can actually clear it even without Vertihill. It's obviously gonna be harder, but maybe we can, to be honest with you. We should be able to be honest. It's gonna be rare that you lose Vertihill or any unit, because you get a lot of turn and you have the anti-crit and the heal. So, and the Vertihill has self-heal as well. So it's gonna be rare, but as you can see, it happens. Now, I never failed, but I wasn't watching, to be honest with you. So maybe I lost Vertihill a few more times. I didn't realize, but I never failed. So this is pretty safe. If you lose Vertihill, it's gonna be slower, obviously, but it works anyway, as you can see. Jubel, I'm working to Second Awaken Jubel. Obviously, if you're using another element, you're probably not gonna be able to use Lauren or Vigor or Vertihill. But whoever you're using, I had Jubel level 46 that already, but whatever units you're Second Awakening, please, oh my gosh, we're losing Vertihill, because he gets the heal block as well. That's the bad part about it. It should be fine though. So was it, yeah, okay, so whatever Second Awakening you're going for, try to 6-star them and just level up a little bit. It doesn't need to be level 40. Try to get level 20 at least. Also give them some runes. I gave Jubel some like random runes that I had already. Honestly, that were leftover runes. They're not bad runes, but I didn't really give Jubel any set. I just gave him some random runes to make him tanky, so it doesn't die straight away. Because if he didn't have runes before the previous run and Verde Hero died as well, then Jubel himself, I don't know if it would have worked. Jubel can take some hit and avoid them from getting hit. Also, he has a provoke, it helps. So make sure you do that. Now, what if you're using your second awakening, the water Vagabond? In that case, you're not gonna be able to use Vigor, and I feel like Triana would be the best option for free-to-play players to like take Vigor off. Obviously, you put the water Vagabond and Triana on. Triana is a cleanse, which would really help Verde Heal in the previous waves because he had heal block. So if she cleansed the heal block, he can heal with skill 1 as well. He's gonna heal with the Triana anyway with skill 2. She has the passive that prevent them from dying. She has good damage in skill 1 as well. So Triana would be the better option. If you have Ritesh is also pretty good. But overall, I'm using Vigor for the heals. So like any healer really would work really well. So make sure Triana would be really nice there. Other units that will work really well, as I said, Ritesh, any healer really. Feng Yan probably would work, but Feng Yan is not gonna cleanse the heal block, so maybe Triana is better actually. If you're actually working on the light Vagabond on Darien, I wouldn't suggest you do that. But for the nostalgic ones, if you're actually working on Darien, you're not gonna be able to use Lauren. Now, I'm using Lauren especially for the decreased attack bar and for the defense break. Defense break is really important. Instead of Lauren, you can use Jultan because he has defense break on the passive. He has the stun on skill 2, so here would help to have some stuns as well. It doesn't have a decreased attack bar, I know, but Verde Heal is still gonna increase your attack bar, so that could work still. Other units you could use is Fuki, the Wind Onimusha, because he has defense break on skill 1, he has self heal, he does a lot of damage as well. He has an AoE, so you could build him on Despair even just to help you through the waves. Although he's a wind unit and the waves are fire, so maybe Jultan is still better. Obviously, any AoE defense break will be really good as well. Any AoE defense break or any CC Poseidon will work because he has the AoE decrease attack bar, the silence. Any unit that is not weak to fire really. Wind units work, but obviously they can glance. So if they glance, it might be a problem. Lauren, don't die, please. It might be a problem. So any defense break really works though. Suiki would work as well. Fire. If you're working on Fire Vagabond, I would say you're not gonna be able to use Verde Hill. Verde Hill increase attack bar, so it's pretty good for that. You could use Rakuni, that increase attack bar somehow. You could use Susano. Susano doesn't increase attack bar, but it's a really good damage dealer. They have the speed buff. She has the decrease attack bar and the speed buff and the defense break. So Susano would do a lot of damage. Rigel, Lapis would be really good. Lapis would be actually really good if you're working on the Fire Vagabond. Lapis is actually, I think Lapis would be actually one of the better units here. I could use Lapis here to be honest with you, but she doesn't heal the other ones. So, but if you're working on the Fire one, actually no, if you're working on the Fire one, you can't use this, but you still have this and this. So yeah, Yen would work really well, and Yen would be really good though. Yen would be really good, Feng Yan would be really good. Forget about the Rigel and Susano, it doesn't make sense because you have Vigor already. So yeah, Yan, Feng Yan, wind units that Fuki would be really good. Wind units that have defense break or self heal, or Yan has decreased attack bar as well. So, Lauren died there. If you're working on the Wind Vagabond, you can use the same team. because you can use Lauren, you can use Verdehill, you can use Vigor. We might lose this because I feel like losing Verd is fine, losing Lauren is not as fine because you don't get the defense break. But honestly, I've done like 20 plus runs and it has been working. We'll check if you actually failed or not, but I'm gonna show you the runes. My Lauren could be better, so maybe I can slap an artifact on her and maybe we won't be going that close to losing. But Vigor is like this, is on Valiant Will, pretty good runes to be honest. Artifacts is additional damage would be better for him. Yeah, additional damage will work pretty well with him. Verdehill is like this, DB12, NB12, Verd on crit damage, that's how it is. Attack, crit damage, attack. Lauren, as I said, Lauren could be a lot better. I don't have Lauren built really well. She would need a bit more speed to be honest with you, but I'm using her somewhere else. I don't want to mess up the speed tuning. She's missing an artifact as well. Definitely focus on accuracy, but she could be a lot tankier. She wouldn't die if she was a lot tankier. And Jubel, I put these runes on him, random runes. I think it's HP defense, something like that. It's not grinded, he doesn't have artifacts, he's just tanky, so he doesn't die straight away. The other units I mentioned, Triana would be like that, Valiant Nemesis on crit damage, low crit rate, I know, but she does a lot of damage anyway, so she works like that. Yen is like that, she decreases attack burn skill 2, which is really good because also has 3 turn cooldown, so she can get turns on Valiant, works really well. I mean, if you have Kinky, probably gonna work. Jultan is like this, triple revenge, so he actually defense break every time that, well, if he revenges, he probably gonna defense break. He can stand on skill 2, he's not slow at all. Well, it's not that fast, but it's not that slow either. Other unit I mentioned, you could use him. You can use Susano, but I would use Vigor over Susano, so yeah. Wind units, Fengan, I mean, you know how to, and Fuki is like this. So he has defense break here, he heals himself, he does a lot of damage, and he's also really tanky, so Fuki is actually a really good option. But yeah, guys, I don't know if we failed this last run, we're probably going to, or maybe Vigor is gonna actually do it for the team. I don't know. It could. He has the immunity though, so it's gonna be hard. But it could do it. It could do it. Anyway, guys, this is gonna be it for the video. Let me know in the comment below if you are using any other unit. Vigor did it. Vigor almost did it. Vigor did it. Let me know in the comment below if you're using any other team, and let me know what team you're using. Guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe, bye.